Hello and welcome to another Barshaloma podcast, and we are back. We are back yet again with Rocket League, and I have joined with the usual suspects.
All
Who
right.
are you?
Alright,
I'm Chris.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Fields.
Nice.
Weird
And
first name.
together we are...
The
Union J.
Backstreet Boys. Right, so that's the name we have on the streets. Gigging.
So what are we talking about today, boys? What are we talking about today?
We have a few topics. Yeah.
A few things. I think the first thing
Good
to
enough
say,
by Fields.
as well. Yeah.
Went the wrong way.
Thank you very much to everyone who watched the last podcast. Thank you to Ryan as well, who's done a tremendous job of editing that together. Obviously, there were lots and lots of parts of that, but because of the situation we were discussing. So rather than going on another hour rant about Stanley Choi and Wigan Athletic and how young and all that, thought we'd basically be a quick update and then move on to more general topics, more of our usual spiel. So basically, what came out today is that Stanley Choi has sold Wigan Athletic to fund a redevelopment of one of his casinos in the Philippines, I believe, which is utterly ridiculous, and it seems like it's something that shouldn't be correct, but apparently that's from the Financial Times, so obviously it's a reputable source.
Seems like a reputable source, the Financial Times.
Yeah, so it's not. This is now starting to move beyond speculation. That's what has apparently happened. And additionally, Choi and Al Young supposedly never actually have never had any sort of relationship. They weren't friends. I don't think they've actually ever met each other, but I'm not sure on that. And it begs the question, how can the EFL allow two people who have never met each other to transfer what is essentially a multi-million-pound company to each other? I just don't understand it. But that's the update. Please keep supporting that crowdfunding page if you can, and the petitions, and keep your eye out. But that's all we're going to talk about Wigan for today. I promise. I will not mention Wigan one more time during this podcast, but I guarantee there'll be a counter by the end of it.
Wigan. What about
Wigan.
the...
How many times have you
Wigan.
said the W word?
What about the rumours? You're not going to discuss the rumours of what good on goal Fields?
Wow.
Good on goal. You're not going to discuss the possible rumours of Wigan Warriors taking over ownership of Wigan Athletic?
So I think I dealt with that in one of the updates. I could be wrong. So
Yeah, you
it's been
did.
quite an emotional time. Yeah, I think I addressed
Still talk about
but
it.
I still think it'd be a really nice thing. That's not changed, and the rumour is that Marwan Kukash, that came out today. It was one of the names that I'd heard already, but I didn't want to speculate.
Why does his name
and
ring
thingy,
a
but
bell?
he does a lot of the horses. And he runs the Salford Red. Oh, he used to do. He used to be the owner of Salford Red Devils.
That's what he rings a bell.
So he's local. He's worth $3 billion apparently. Although I know I've spoken to a few rugby fans who said that although he's good in the long term for the club, you might get short term difficulties with him. Whether that's true, I don't know. I don't know enough about rugby, but we'll just see. We'll see.
Would it be direct ownership under
but that's-
Wigan
that
Warriors, or would it be like a group sort of thing, like a joint venture type deal?
I believe it'd be a consortium led by Ian Lenihan, but funded by others. If that's true, that is
Speculation.
mostly speculation at this point. But that seems to be the most pertinent and most widespread rumour at the moment. So I won't mind that. But like I said, I mean, everything changes so rapidly. I was watching today's podcast. Go and check it out if you've not, by the way. Do go and check it out.
Strong already.
But I was watching the podcast. Yeah, it's fantastic. I watched the podcast from last week, and that was recorded 36 hours, I think, after we went into administration.
Yeah.
And things changed so rapidly that for me to talk about it for another hour, only for it to all be out of date tomorrow, would be utterly pointless. That being said, I do appreciate the platform I had last week to just vent. But football has been moving on in the meantime in the Premier League, and we have 3 Premier League fans joining us. So, what have been the main issues in the Premier League, guys? Come on, I've not watched Match of the Day that much over lockdown.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I'm quite sad.
It seems insignificant to me.
But he's not going to lift the trophy now.
A few moments later.
Klopp did come on the news, or not the news, I did an interview, should I say, where he is actually going to lift the trophy, so I was really happy when I heard that news. Don't know how, he'll probably do it in like a wheelchair or something like that.
I don't think he's even that injured,
Yeah,
is
he's
he?
done his knee. He's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it won't be a wheelchair job.
Yeah, it'll be
Nah,
though, regardless.
Yeah, he deserves
Yeah.
it. Class for us this season.
And of course, Fernandez has been going well for United. Sorry to bring it up for anyone who's not a United fan,
Yeah,
but
it's been going well.
played a month
doing
ago.
well?
Against teams that aren't fully fit. Yeah, it's been class. Yeah, it's been phenomenal.
Oh,
I
fuck,
mean, fuck off. You can't even deny it.
fuck off.
No, right, I'm sorry, 2 months in a row. I think it's 2 months in a row. I could be off on that, but 2 times in a row at least. He's now got player of the month. You know, he looks like a really good player. I like him. I know yesterday was controversial.
Controversial.
And I'm sure you could.
Controversial.
I'm sure you can explain that.
Stonewall, not a fucking penalty. You dove. He should have been sent off himself.
Well, that's the meaning. That's the meaning of controversial,
Yeah.
isn't it? It causes controversy.
Yeah, fucking to all the deluded United fans.
Yeah,
maybe.
that-
So every other football
It's
fan,
like,
it was a...
it shouldn't have been a penalty.
No, it shouldn't. Fucking hell.
It shouldn't.
I think you're the only United.
But at the same
It should have been a
time,
penalty and a red card.
Yeah. Red card all day long for Fernandez.
But I think that shouldn't take away from how good Fernandez has been. I don't think he meant the stamp either. I don't think he meant it.
I'll only say, or like, agree that Fernandez has been good next season if he continues to do it against teams that have had a full pre-season and aren't still labouring to like in matches. Like, no.
oh, and wait, and you say so? United's not fully fit. as
Oh,
well.
fuck.
Well, you've
But that's true.
So
That's
it's like
true.
everyone's in the same
yeah,
boat.
but you've got higher facilities than the like, so you should be able to get fitter quicker because you've got the more money to spend.
Let's
So, like, because your
let's not
facilities are
forget the
world
main
class.
culprits in this. Let's not forget the main culprits in this situation are Tottenham, who have been training at the local fucking
Yeah,
park
true.
during lockdown. So really, Tottenham should be bossing this, but it turns out Tottenham are really
I
bad.
think yeah.
Yeah. Can we not just talk about
No,
Tottenham
we're gonna
because
discuss them.
it's just
No, we're
disappointing.
gonna discuss them.
Have you seen the trailer for the recent Amazon
No. But
series?
I've heard it looks amazing.
No,
I heard it looks. It looks.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be fun.
yeah, but
I'm sorry, Chris.
as well, not for like a Spurs fan, but like
Everyone else. It's gonna.
You have a new
Everyone
stadium. That is the main thing coming out of this, is to show off your brand new
There's a
stadium.
brewery inside.
Yeah, which admittedly I would love to visit. And in fact, last night I was watching a foot golf video that was based
Yeah,
in the
so
stadium.
yeah,
That's
that's
fun.
what I was on about the other day
But-
when Son and Lloris started having a
Oh, it said so.
Son.
It's clock.
I'm censoring
on.
that.
When Son and
Someone
Lloris,
please put Ryan or whoever's editing this, please put
Have you
something
got a
in that
goal-
video of like.
goldfish?
No.
Goldfish memory, you. We discussed
No.
editing it before we started recording.
Yeah, and I'm censoring. I would have censored that word because we are not using that
I'm
word.
ashamed it came out my mouth.
Just say,
I'd like to
I'd
apologise
make
to
fun
my
of
mum,
Josh for
my
using
dad,
that word.
and all my family. I'm deeply ashamed. If I ever said the cringe-worthy name that is me, fucking
You just done it.
no, in a
Consent to that as
proper in a proper context, please just bang me up, just lock me away. That word is awful. He's not even that good either.
yeah, but Liverpool have odd
He's
names
alright.
as well for
He's
your players.
alright.
I'm sorry, Liverpool
What?
must.
We can be excited about our players, even if we're
What was
okay.
that about
Only
Liverpool?
just okay.
Liverpool must have stupid nicknames for their players as well. You can't be exempt
Robbo.
from this.
Yeah, Robbo. That's it. Bobby,
Robbo.
That's it.
Ah.
There's nothing like
No, it's like son. That word. That is like
cringe.
That's not
longer.
even a nickname. It's,
not,
like people
it can't be a
saying like
nickname because it's
Yeah.
longer.
calling me Fields. Well, no, because it's my second name.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so
Or Fieldsy.
yeah, but we don't call you Fieldsy.
It's longer than his
Yeah.
actual name. So
Fleds.
Fieldsy. I'm gonna start using that.
Fieldsy.
That's what everyone used to call
Yeah.
me, Dad.
Fieldsy.
Yeah, Fieldsy.
Fieldsy.
My
I always thought that I'd have a cool nickname as like an abbreviation as CD,
Exactly.
but that don't really work. And I can't have CMD because it sounds like
Soulsy.
Chris of Mass Destruction or fucking something stupid. So my nickname's very much Derby at this point. And I don't. No one calls me Derby.
Or as Ryan likes to call you, alcoholic tank.
Alcohol tank. I like that.
I do, it's class.
It's charming.
Not alcoholic, alka.
Ah.
Spelt with an A instead of an O.
Alcohol.
Alcoholic tank.
I appreciate
He'd had a
that.
few when he misspelled
Let us
that.
know
yeah,
in the
my
comments
spelling isn't great.
No,
Let us know in your comments what are your weirdest
Yeah.
nicknames that you have, or others, or you've given others. Let us know.
my nickname's Ginge. Or as Pierre started calling me recently by my last name. Which, like, I don't mind.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Which, it was weird. Like, no one's ever done that before. I don't mind it. I like it, like, but it's just weird. Because I've never had anyone actually say it before. It was funny.
It's catchy. Happy Mondays.
Or as everyone likes to point out when the song comes on the radio at work, Manic Monday. Hey, that's about you. Oh, here we go. Okay. Or like another famous joke they like to say goes, oh, Joshua Sunday. Like, oh, funny. Oh, never heard that one.
Everyone's a comedian.
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah. Well, everyone's a joker.
So. What do we think? Moving away from as wildly entertaining as it is, what do we think? Going back to Fernandez and the whole was it Courtney House he did it with? I can't remember exactly.
I'm not sure. I just
Concert.
that was it.
It was concert.
I just know VAR.
That-
I just had an absolute nightmare with it.
What this say? Like you've got people, and Peter Schmeichel came out and was discussing this, and he was saying, but it's obviously not a pen.
Yeah.
So what purpose is VAR serving at the moment? If they can't stop something like that, and they couldn't stop the Sheffield United Villa mistake that happened with goal line technology, if they can't stop that, what is the point?
Yeah, no, it's like we're using it wrong. It's
Yeah.
like it's like people expect, and some people are using it for like exact to try get things exact. No, like with offside, for example. But it's only supposed to be if it's clear and obvious. And
But the thing
and
is, even
VAR should have been used that penalty.
Well, the thing is with that as well, Ryan. Yeah, it's supposed to be clear and obvious, but they're even failing at doing that. they can't even get clear and obvious decisions right, like
Yeah.
that penalty and the red. It should have been a red card for Fernandez.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah.
They got it. They reviewed it and then still deemed it was the right decision when it clearly wasn't.
Oh, Fields, lad.
Feels like even there.
Ah.
Oh, he's put you.
No, he's
I've
for what he's put in the
Jesus
chat.
Fields.
But like, even though I don't think it's a penalty, it's like obviously Bias is coming in as like, great, we got a goal, and it's like apparently with the like according to Opta, we're like the first team in the Premier League as long as it's been the Premier League to win 4 games on a row by 3 goals or more.
Yeah, most of them have been penalties though recently though, haven't they? Whoever knocked that round me then? Who did it?
I've knocked it round. Someone's absolutely
Right.
yeeted me.
Ryan. Oh. Well, I was coming for it and then you knocked it towards goal. See what
I'm
you've
not
done,
sure about
Fields.
that.
Look at what you've done. You've proper triggered him. By calling him
Sorry.
a poo.
I think
No,
if you have to
it
get
was,
out of the
having a fucking
lines, if you have to get out of the lines for the offside, it shouldn't be considered.
Yeah.
I believe that you should be having the on-screen, on-field refs check the screen with much more regularity. I mean, I've only seen it being done once or twice during the whole time it's been in. And I really think, lastly, and this has to happen anyway, I think, is that the refs need competency training because a vast amount of them are not competent.
No one near.
No. I know it's not an easy job, but come on.
It's another thing, like
Like,
some of the penalties, like
What?
United. It seems like picking on United, but I don't mind because it's United. I hate them. But like this season, United have equalled the most penalties in a season already with 13. Half of those penalties, right? That I'd imagine because of they've gone to for like to be put under revision to see if it was actually a penalty and it was a correct decision, like the Fernandez one. And the fact that they've still agreed that some of those have been a penalty is just it ties into the fact of competency again. It's like the one what Pogba won the other day. I can't remember who it was against. No, I think it was Spurs. Yeah, it was Spurs, wasn't it? I mean, for goodness sake,
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
For goodness sake, with that, Pogba was pushing Thingy away and had his arm all over. Was it Dyer? And then like Dyer just
Yeah, it was Dyer.
moved his hand a little, and then Pogba falls to the floor. Penalty. It's like what?
no.
It's just
I think I don't buy into all this United bias stuff. I really don't. I just
I
think
do.
that refs are generally incompetent. I know it's a difficult job to do. There's a whole thing a while back with Carragher and Neville trying to do it, and it showed like at least physically as well. It is a very difficult job, but if you're going to do your job, you have to get it right.
yeah, it's what you're paid for to do, isn't it?
And no, even
You can't
Yeah.
keep making the same mistakes in a normal job. Otherwise, you'll be sacked. Why is it any different then? Like, it's the same thing.
even without the penalties, post lockdown, we still have been playing very well.
Yeah,
I would say, like with our first team, so 80 minutes of Norwich doesn't count because we
And
played our second team.
and I think, and again, I don't want to sort of be seen to be a United sympathiser, if you will, but I think Greenwood is going to be absolutely class. I really do.
Yeah. Oh, he is. Right now, he has a 20% success rate with his right foot and a 33% success rate with his left foot. He's scored 10 goals in 10 starts. That is all comps.
He's really, really good.
From right wing
Did
as
he
an
start
18-year-old.
against that shitty Kazakhstan team? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, he is 18, doing it. No,
No, I buy.
all right,
I buy
still,
it.
that is
Oh
still
my God.
even you get rid of the Kazakhstan team, that is still 9 starts with 9 goal competition. Got 9 goals.
Competitions.
But I thought
He's
he
on-
started both legs.
Yeah.
And he got a couple in both games.
What?
Didn't he start both legs of that tie? And score a couple of goals in either leg.
Yeah, again, all competitions.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let this one go to, like, thinking. I know it's a Kazakhstan team, but bloody hell, come on, that sort of record is impressive. And
Well, when it was Salah doing
as a
it
young
against
England
Maribor
forward,
and stuff,
you have-
no one knows. Oh, he's done it against NK Maribor. Well done. A bunch of farmers and stuff.
yeah,
So,
but Salah's not that young.
yeah, I know, but it's a worse team.
Yeah, he's
The Kazakhstan team's worse than Maribor.
Yeah, no, you look at it though.
yeah, and we played our entire youth team
Yeah,
basically.
but the fucking
So even with the
farmers,
service, it was
No, right, you look
we
at it.
still-
could play in
and-
Bataristan or whatever the name
he's
of
still
the team
picking
is.
one game. He's still picking
No.
one game
Two.
when he's still.
If you want to
doing
see that happen,
fucking
by the
brilliant.
way, just make a fundraiser,
Two.
please, and
Two
we'll see
games.
if we can do that. Yeah, away and at home, obviously. We'll play. I don't know
Then haven't you?
what stadium we'll play at.
Then haven't you played other poor teams
Maybe
as
Horwich.
well in the Europa League?
No, right, I'm sorry. We have to accept it, but there will be a certain amount of bias in the press coming from the fact that he plays for A, United, and B, England. But I genuinely believe in that, and I think Greenwood
Again, like
will
Fernandes,
be
I'll only
with us.
I'll only say it if he's doing it next season, when the season's actually
I'll make a bold
done proper
prediction
and it's
now.
not like
I will
2
make a
week
bold
notice
prediction.
for restart.
Pete
And it's not
Greenwood
quarters.
will be in the Euro 2021 squad.
Nah.
That's my bold prediction.
Yeah.
Who does he
No,
replace to
that's
get in that
not
team?
happening.
Yeah.
Who does he replace to get in that team?
Uh,
Everyone.
No, he's not team
What
squad.
squad?
He won't be in the.
backup
He won't be in
striker.
the starting team, but
A
he'll
backup
be. I
striker,
think
to
he
be
might
fair.
be in the
Who
squad
was he replacing even in the squad?
because he's
Who?
But I'll
Backup
tell you what,
striker.
after this game,
for one, Lingard.
Yeah,
but
Lingard can go.
Lingard's they play him in midfield. Greenwood's a striker.
Lingard's a centre attacking mid. He could do the role.
Yeah, so they'll just replace him with
Right,
Greenwood.
he
Or
can play
Maddison, two
anywhere
better
in the front
players.
three.
Who's he replacing in the
He can play anywhere in the
England's
front three, left wing, right wing.
front three? Who? Everyone who's currently in the squad.
I'm
there.
not saying he'll be starting. I'm saying he'll be.
No, not
there.
even starting
will be
in
there.
the squad.
He might just be
Who's
there.
he replacing?
He will be in the squad. He will be in that
He doesn't
squad.
deserve to be because the players that are in the squad ahead of him are better.
Of course he
Who does he
does.
replace? Go on, tell me who
No.
he replaces in the current England
Let me
squad.
look after. I'm trying to win as a game. We're 2.5 minutes into overtime here. Let
Yeah.
us win the game
Yeah.
first.
We need. I need to Google a few things, and we can't exactly Google things at the minute.
I don't.
Let's
He's
finish this
definitely, in my eyes, he's not getting in that squad. Oh fuck!
I think if he continues his form.
I think he's shit.
Sorry, boys.
Oh, no.
Right.
What?
I wouldn't say he's shit, but
Yeah.
he's not.
Oh God, no, he is not shit.
I don't think he's as great as everyone's saying he is, though. Well done, Fields. Look at that toxicity you've made him do.
I contributed.
Yeah, I know, but he kicked it off.
Right, hang on.
No, right. I do honestly believe you're wrong there. I think this, and like, he is playing extremely well right now, and he can
Hey,
be.
I think I'd play
Brilliant.
well in the Premier League right now. Have you seen fucking how Norwich and that have been performing since we fingered?
Right, hang on.
Since
Right.
it all.
So we'd have to go off the qualifier squad because obviously there was never actually an official squad announced for the 2020 Euros in the end. So I'm going to go off the qualifying squad. Let's see what UEFA's are listed. Right. Right, so midfielders in that squad. Declan Rice. So this is assuming he can play cam, like attacking
Yeah.
mid. Loftus-Cheek.
You can get away with
more
that,
than
but
Arteta.
primarily right wing, striker, left wing.
Right,
But
all
he
right, let's
won't
go
play
to that
striker.
then. Callum Wilson was in that squad.
Yeah, but he gets replaced by Danny
maybe.
Ings.
No, I don't buy it.
He's got 19 goals in the league. He can't.
Yeah.
Bullshit. He doesn't replace Wilson in that squad.
I just don't think
Mason
so.
Greenwood does not fucking fill Wilson's spot. Not when Ings has busted his balls off for Southampton, a shitter team than United, and got 19 goals.
Yeah, but it's about youth.
Not really. You go
Right,
to a
yeah,
Yeah, but
tournament
it's
to
also
win.
about goals.
You go to a tournament to win, not to
Hang on,
Yeah.
right.
blood youth.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready for this? Mason Greenwood
if-
at Skybet, and let's say, first of all, we do not condone gambling here at FC
Gamble
Barshaloma.
responsibly.
But if you did want, to footer, Mason Greenwood is odds on to go.
I'm not having it. If he does, I think Southgate.
Yeah, right.
If the players that have
Premier-
so far, the English players so far in our attack this season across wherever they are in the world, perform like they have this season for next season, if he goes, I think Southgate has lost his head.
And right, if Mason Greenwood is playing like he is right now, next season as
Does he
well,
go?
and he
He's
won't
got
be
to
playing
go.
all the
Nah.
time, he will
Nah,
go.
doesn't deserve
Right,
to go.
right,
20
Who does he replace?
Premier League.
Who does he replace?
Premier League.
Right, okay, hang on. The person who is next up in the odds, because Mason Greenwood is odds on, but he's the last odds on player. So after that, it goes Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
Now, Tammy Abraham, Chelsea, he is not going to get that much playing time next year with Timo Werner there.
No.
It's true.
But it depends
Okay.
where they play Werner,
So,
though.
I think that's why Greenwood comes in.
Do they play Werner through the
Striker.
middle, or do
He'll
they
play
play him
striker.
down and have three sat behind Tammy
Striker.
Abraham?
No, got to
If
play
you have that
striker.
Kia Hertz though,
Kai
or whatever
Havertz.
his name is.
Kai Havertz.
Havertz.
Yeah,
He's a
Kai
winger.
Havertz.
And Willian's going to be
I
leaving.
thought he was playing in camp for.
Winger, innit?
I thought he was playing at camp for Bayer Leverkusen.
Bayer Leverkusen, not Bayer.
Yeah, he was playing camp. I think Greenwood goes, and
I don't see who replaces in the
obviously I'm
England
not-
squad. Everyone...
Tammy Abraham.
Kane, because Kane's playing shit.
Okay, we'll go.
Tammy Abraham.
Nah.
Shouldn't be.
Tammy Abraham will not get in that squad next year if he doesn't get that playing time at Chelsea. And it's because I really like Tammy Abraham, but Timo Werner, if you're spending that much on a striker with that much quality, he has to start.
What about Calvert-Lewin for Everton?
Not a chance. He's that inconsistent,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
He's nearly scored a similar amount of goals as
I-
Sterling and Abraham this season. And Rashford.
Yeah. But I think Sterling's contributing a lot more.
And I also just want to
He's
say,
got the
like, in the
experience,
Prem
hasn't he?
alone, in 27 games, in 998 minutes, he scored 9 goals. At 18, in his debut season. If he is playing like he is next year, he has to. He has to be in and around. In your first season, straight from reserves. Not even he got into the under 21s early because he was absolutely killing it, and he's got it, and now at 18, he's turned 18 recently.
Yeah, but is he not just going to be another Rashford?
Oh, wow.
All this, hype has been made over him, and then he's just not.
I
He's just going to
don't
underperform there.
think that Rashford's the issue there. I think it was the fact that United have been waiting for a long time for some stability. And I
Yeah.
think they'll get that.
Yeah. And even Rashford's on 20 goals this season at the time of recording, because he's in all comps. And really for the first like with Solskjaer in, he's got, and this is first season where he's got position, your left wing no matter what, basically, and he's been out for 2 months.
No, but it's not really performed in other seasons, though, has it?
Not consistent.
Like, fantastically.
To back the argument with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Rashford's the exact same. He's not been consistent.
Not to the same extent. If you give Rashford the chances, he will put them away most
same
times.
With Calvert-Lewin. They're not far away this season.
Won't, though.
No.
And Ryan's trying to argue this has been one of Rashford's best seasons.
I genuinely.
It is Rashford's best season, and he's not been,
going,
and he's had he's been injured 2 months, and
Calvert-Lewin, I'm pretty sure has as well, hasn't he?
had to do on his own.
Fuck off. Are you saying Calvert-Lewin at Everton hasn't? Where Sigurdsson picks and chooses when he can be asked actually kicking the ball.
Yeah, but you compare, they are not comparable players. It's I know you don't really watch United, and I'm fucking do, and even when I can't watch the actual game, I am tuned into what the hell is going on, and Rashford's been bloody amazing.
He's good.
The only time
I genuinely think
I've watched
United
United
could kick on next year or two.
I've watched United a few times, and the only time I've ever watched Rashford actually put a decent shift in is in an England shirt. That's it.
I think that United.
And even then, that's a tough call.
I think they could push top 4 next season, United.
I think we can get it this year.
Could yeah.
No, right. We are right next to Leicester, and we're playing last game of the season. It's in our hands. It's just right now. Our first team is absolutely killing it. It's just when we rotate, our rotation level is fucking shit. That's where we are at in a minute. I'm pretty sure we've pretty much got first 11. It's just the second 11's dog shit.
That's the problem for United as well, because they expect to be in the European competitions, and you can't go into a European competition without a 23-man squad that is solid all the way through.
I mean, they did win the Europa League a few years back under Mourinho, but it just depends on your run. They had an easy run when they won that. And they didn't have a great squad.
That's about that stability now. Is that I'm trying to remember the way the managers went now, because I can't remember exactly who was before Mourinho. Was it Van Gaal before Mourinho?
Yeah, it's Moyes,
Van Gaal,
Ferguson,
Mourinho,
Moyes,
Solskjaer.
Van Gaal, Mourinho.
Yeah.
Solskjaer.
Right. Well, Van Gaal was probably the last attempt United had at some sort of stability, because they were rocky times anyway, but it seemed like a solid appointment. Mourinho and Fields will be able to attest to this, is the fact that Mourinho seems to be losing his touch here.
I wouldn't say losing, I think he's lost it, in all honesty. I think his methods for football these days are just too outdated, they just don't work.
Could very well be the case. I think he is. I will never doubt him as one of the best managers of all time. But it genuinely feels like he's lost a bit of his sort of special one sort of aura.
Yeah, I've got that.
So and that doesn't bring stability, and that's how United have struggled. And it's how Tottenham are now struggling, because they're still having to deal with a manager who has a massive ego, but isn't always bringing results.
Yeah. And he'll probably command a high sacking fee.
Yeah, it'll be huge. So I think, give it a year or two, and if Solskjaer stays in as manager, I think United could be back in that contention for a title. I really do, because they have the quality in a lot of the areas.
Nah. Liverpool and City have got to fucking majorly fuck up for that to happen.
Yeah, but don't forget what's happening with City now. And don't forget Liverpool's habit of letting things slip.
Nah.
If you don't invest in that
year on
squad,
year.
a lot of
You don't-
those
you
is,
don't-
you know, a lot of those players are going to get older and older.
Yeah, I know.
It's true. You
And
have to.
I don't,
We've got
I don't
good
see
young-
Klopp selling that front three
Yeah,
anytime
we've
soon.
got good youngsters coming through.
Yeah, but I don't think you can like the way that the system's been built. You haven't really invested in youngsters apart from, and you can correct me. Absolutely, feel free to correct me. But Trent and I'm gonna say that's probably it out of your first team squad.
Nico Williams, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott.
But again, you've got youngsters there, youngsters who aren't going to be making it in that first team squad in a major
I'd
game.
say that
Jones
the
came
next
on,
like
scored
best
the other
youngster
day.
you've probably got coming up,
Nico Williams started.
the next youngster you've got coming up who's like
Brighton.
the best is
Yeah,
that
but
Ryan Brewster.
Ryan Brewster.
Mauro Baselli scored for Wigan a few times.
We've also got, we bought, I think it was last season or the season before, we bought Seb Vandenberg to put at centre back, who's young, he'll come through. We've got Kai whoever, who's deep, not too bad.
I think you have to invest in big players, and the fact that you've not taken a chance to get Thiago or Timo Werner would be a concern for me.
Apparently the deal for Thiago's close, according to sources on the internet, but
Yeah.
But even then, we don't
Honestly,
have
if you get
finance.
Tio,
Our finances, like,
If you get William
like you
I
get
don't-
you
next
get
season, then that's a
Thiago
good
would be
win.
massive for you.
It'd be
Oh
good.
no, William can fuck off. He's fucking
yeah,
past
I
it.
think Shaqiri
No.
is better.
Yeah.
You fuck off.
You don't think he's been
No.
good? You don't think he's been good for Chelsea so
No.
far?
He's been good.
No, he's coming to the
Yeah,
end. I'm
His
like,
legs have gone.
I mean,
for
if
me.
you get him, if you get him for free on cheap wages and like, and he understands like, yeah, you're not playing every game,
Yeah.
fine.
Just as squad
But-
depth, but he's not a first team player.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I'd rather have rather keep Shaqiri than go out and try and sign Willian. Oh, that's bad.
That's it now. But Liverpool have to build on this. They can't go stale. City, I don't know what's going to happen with them because they've just had their case go to arbitration.
Yeah, they hear
Fair.
of the result don't they, on Monday of if they're going to be allowed in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Or not.
And I think that's a big thing because if not, then are a lot of the players going to want to stay? I don't think so.
Thingy, De
I
Bruyne has
wouldn't
already
if I
hinted at
was
saying
getting paid that much.
he'll probably leave, hasn't he? If there's no Champions
Yeah.
League,
Where do you think he'd go?
don't know. Probably Real Madrid or Barca. Probably say Barca.
Might end up back in Germany. You don't know. He did really well there last time. It's not like you look at Thomas Muller.
Yeah.
He's getting on now. You know, they need a new attacking mid.
They do. Wait, he doesn't play attacking mid, does he? Is it Roundbarter or something? He plays like he invented like a new role where they play him on the wing or something like that.
It's like Space Investigator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
it's something really
the
weird.
translation.
Yeah.
There was an article that was going around a month or so back now that was when FIFA do ratings. I know this isn't really a great measure of a footballer, but when FIFA do ratings, they had to break their system for Thomas Muller because otherwise he'd be rated something really badly, like a 79. But you look at what he actually does, and he is one of the best players in the world. He's just getting old
Yeah.
now.
I think that generation of German
So
players
he could go there. Yeah.
It's like Muller does his best work off the ball.
It's
Yeah.
a bit like Finger. I wish this guy would piss off. A bit like Firmino. In terms of like pressing.
What do you think of Firmino?
I think he's class. Yeah, he may not get the goals, but
His lack of goals concerns me.
but he's not a goal scorer for us. That's not his main role. for us.
It's a bit like De Bruyne, isn't he? He just creates the goals.
Not even to that sense, no. He runs. He's the finger. He's the pace setter for the team. He'll go and press, and like he does flick. He brings players into the game, sort of thing. Like he'll drop off deep, pick up the ball, do a flick round the corner, or like he's just good at like doing tricks and flicks and stuff, as well as pressing. Like he just runs.
I'm not 100%.
Nah, it's class. He's so underrated.
And I think out.
I mean, out of our team,
I think the thing is,
just look at what Liverpool perform. Like,
I think the thing is, we've discussed quite a bit here about United and being said about Liverpool. Also, again, and we only briefly touched on this last week. Liverpool winning the league is a huge thing for the City.
Yeah.
And taking bias out, you have to say they've been very dominant and deserved it fully.
yeah.
But we've not really addressed Tottenham and the failings that are going on there at the moment. And we have to.
Great. Yeah,
You
fantastic.
wanted to talk about it the other
No,
week.
We need
but yeah, but
show
I'm
equality.
over that now.
Do you mean you're over it?
No, right.
I'm over it because like I don't think we're gonna buy anyone in the transfer market really good, and I don't think even if we did buy good
You'd be
players,
naive to think
I don't
in
think
the
Mourinho
first
would do
place
much
you'd
with it.
buy people in the transfer window. You're not a club that notoriously spends. You've always been a cheap club who Mourinho elevates you above your level. You just think you're now accustomed to the top four, like you're one of the big four teams, but you're not.
I think you really have to be looking at Tottenham now and saying next year or two, with the investment in the stadium, they're going to need a trophy.
Oh yeah.
I genuinely can't believe they'll get it.
And it's like the main problem is it's like
Your midfield
I think
shocking.
your team's at the end of your cycle.
Oh, yeah. Your
Yeah,
defence
it's
is
the end of
bad,
its-
your
it's end of
midfield's
its-
awful. Your keeper needs
Like in general,
you just need a whole rebuild.
and like, and Kane's not really recovered, and if he has just been rushed back,
Yeah.
so he's not who he was.
I think the thing is,
Oh.
Kane, and I know I've touched on this before, I can't remember who it was in the podcast, but it's the fact that Kane usually has a bad pre-season anyway, and a bad first month or so of the season. So, I wouldn't be judging him and saying, oh, he's crap or anything like that, but you don't have a backup striker, your defenders are aging, your midfielders are very much the same. There's no midfielder you have who stands out for me.
Not one of them's quality. in my eyes.
Celso?
Yeah.
What? What did you say? Didn't hear that.
Celso.
No.
Yes,
He's okay.
potential.
Yeah, he has
I think
potential.
Bergwijn or Bergwijn.
I like
him.
Bergwijn.
I like
And
him.
Moura. I like Lucas Moura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly we're selling Moura for a Napoli striker or something like that.
Which one?
What be Drew's
Milik?
Millet.
Yeah,
He's
be alright.
He'd be alright, he'll do the Lorente
Yeah.
role.
Yeah. Yes.
Why is he tall as fuck?
He's
Yeah.
very good at
Yeah.
he is.
No, listen, like, yeah, Fields, Mourinho's your manager. If they are playing centrally, they're going to be at least 6'2".
It's like that Ndombele.
And let's say this again. This is why McTominay got through under Mourinho, because he's 6'4".
I just see Tottenham now going in the same situation as probably United, just trying to chase. I'd say back to the glory days, but like just trying to chase a trophy. And I think they'll sign
it's like
I think Levy will sign like
you'll
big
be like-
managers, like people like Mourinho. It might try and sign Ancelotti
Why would he try
if Mourinho
why
doesn't
would he
succeed.
try and sell
And I just don't.
when he's got a project going at
And I just don't.
It's like you try to keep being big managers until you actually get one who's might just be the best fit and what you need at that particular time. Like Solskjaer, say what you will about what you think of him. He's exactly what we needed at the right time.
Yeah, well, I think if anything, after Mourinho, we need like another project manager similar to Klopp, to Pep, similar to Pochettino.
Yeah.
And there's three managers I'd like to probably, depending on how they do, there's three managers I'd like to take after Mourinho, and that's probably Ralph Hasenhüttl, Southampton.
Yeah.
Maybe Eric Ten Hag at Ajax, and then there's, I think it's Lucia Favre at Dortmund, because I think he's made Sancho. I think being at Dortmund, Sancho has made him a 10 times better player.
No, right.
If he's
I
if
think
that
the manager's
manager's
been great, but I think
involved in it,
also, it's like it's not just like the manager. It's you're getting games
Yeah, I don't think,
consistently.
personally, I don't think he's the best manager Favre. I wouldn't have him.
he's
Yeah,
been doing
'cause
bits
I
with
think-
Dortmund though,
And
hasn't
he's seen
he?
the
Like
squad he's
building
got.
them up as
He
It's-
has to do
yeah.
something with that.
It's like I think Dortmund's recruitment is far superior than the management
Yeah.
team. As good as depends how you think of Favre, but the recruitment is exceptional. Like it's like Leipzig as
Yeah.
well. The recruitment is unbelievable.
You look at,
Yeah, but then you can say that Julian Nagelsmann's a shit manager when he's not.
we know that he's not.
Yeah.
Because we've seen what he's done at other clubs.
No,
Whereas
it's
Favre, I mean, you look at this season, for example, with Dortmund, like, he started off well. He was giving.
I mean,
giving
he
Bayern a run
suits
through.
Tottenham. He's a bit of a bottler job.
Well, yeah, he suits his identity, but he was running. He was like pushing. He was pushing Bayern Munich this season, and then what happened? They just dropped off, and then all of a sudden, like Bayern Munich won the league.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like, what happened to Dortmund? He started losing games left, right, and centre.
yeah. It's like the manager has like a key role, but it's like even a very good manager will do shit if the recruitment is
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I think there's a more. I think recruitment is more important than manager.
I wouldn't say it's more important because a manager like Klopp can bring out the best in a player and can do well with what he's got.
Yeah, but like.
Because Klopp
He
got
still
us to,
came 8th.
Yeah, but did you see how many finals he got us to in half a year with the squad he had? He got us to the Europa League final, was it, and the FA Cup final. No, sorry, the League Cup final. Yeah, he lost them both, but that was with a squad that he didn't buy anyone for.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, like the manager is important, but like. Recruitment is bigger than anything. You sign shit, you're gonna
Yeah.
play shit.
That's
No matter how
the
good you
game.
are.
Like, if you sign players that from another club or something that are like on that similar level as you're playing at, then like it may not be the greatest recruitment, but your manager can make them good, or like may not be happy with it and still do a job with it. So it's not like thingy. Recruitments do or die. I think you can have mediocre recruitments, and as long as you have a good manager, you'll be fine. Sort of thing.
I definitely think Tottenham should steal from either another Premier League club.
Who are you going to get from
Like,
another
that
Premier
should be the
League
first
club as a
priority.
manager? Who?
It's whether we can
You
get them or
can't.
not. Well, that's the thing. Levy'd have to put out the money to try and get him.
Which
You were on about
Again,
signing,
you-
a Wigan player
Which-
a few days ago.
I'll say this field because of when you come into it, you think you're a big
yeah,
club.
you're not.
when you've just an alright club that's done very well. That's done very well for a little bit.
Like I was saying earlier, right,
But-
Fields, Pochettino raised you and pushed you to like an extraordinary height. That is not where you usually are. You're usually around
Yeah,
7th
you're just
or
like
8th.
Everton.
Yeah, you're like
Really.
Everton. You're normally like 7th or 8th.
Yeah, but then it's this is the same as saying like a team like Leicester. They are they will be
Yeah, but
know,
they don't think
seen
of
as a big
themselves as
club.
a big club,
Again,
whereas Tottenham fans do.
yeah.
The same with
Which is
Arsenal.
which
they
is
do.
why
The fans
yeah,
No,
do.
they
which is
don't.
why they keep selling.
The Leicester fans
they've
do.
got
think
good
themselves
recruitment
as-
and a good
yeah,
manager.
They fucking do. You should have seen them when they had the previous
Yeah.
manager, and they were saying we've won a Premier League title. We're fucking big. We should be in Europe. You should fucking.
Community-
They
no.
do think they're a big
I
club.
didn't hear any of that.
No, they're a good team that are playing well, but ultimately they know. It's like they'll sell Chilwell. Yeah, they're doing well, and this current cycle is doing very well. It's what you do next.
End of next season, I'd probably
Ultimately-
say Leicester will probably have quite a lot of their players going. Like Sion
I think
Chu,
Chilwell will.
Sion Chu, Madison,
Chilwell.
Harvey Burns. I think Chilwell will probably go this summer if I'm honest. Whereas I think give Chilwell, not Chilwell, Sion Chu, Madison and Harvey Burns another year, and then I think they'll go. But
And I think ultimately they have to replace Schmeichel and Vardy. How they replace them are crucial because they're both 30. They're both 33
I
now.
think they brought Ian Atcho in, didn't they, from City to try and do that with Vardy, and it's just not worked.
I mean,
I've
he
heard they might
actually
be
is a
going
good
for Jovic.
backup striker. He's all right, but
Yeah, I mean he was ripping it up at City when they signed him, to be fair, and then just sort of it didn't work out for him. It's not working out for him at Leicester at the moment. So who knows? But they definitely need to find
Right,
another
well, that's it.
keeper.
yeah. How they replace them is dependent on how they are long-term future.
Yeah, whether or not we can sustain finishing top 10 for the season,
Yeah.
or whether or not we become like a bottom half of the table team. You know, depends.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
I've been shocked.
Yeah. Please join us again next week.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.